Okay, so this is gonna be a freestyle reading. So whatever comes out, comes out. So what is live beneath for my Leo placements? Okay, we got bad choices. First card. Police. Watching go down, enjoying the gossip. And we got trash. Wow, we got total drama action. So this could be public drama. There could have been some public drama, whether this is outside in the community somewhere. People could be recording it, whether there was a fight, an argument, or it could be online drama. Maybe somebody going live, maybe somebody being exposed. I'm hearing there is a show behind the scenes. And this is what somebody chose. This could be somebody that makes a lot of bad decisions. A lot of bad decisions, Leo. And maybe this person do a lot. Like I said, they may like to drink, maybe they like to smoke, maybe they like to gamble, maybe they like to have fun. Maybe they like to have sex, whatever the case may be. But this is the life that somebody chose. And I just keep hearing there is a show behind the scenes. Like they are being recorded. Maybe somebody crashing out. Like I said, maybe somebody is being exposed. I don't know. Online or in the community, on the block somewhere. But this is somebody that is left to sit with their own bad choices and decisions. They may even went to jail. Maybe they got caught with something. I don't know. It could be drugs, or maybe somebody is high or drunk and they crashed out behind the scenes and people could be recording it, or they got into a fight and because they could be high or drunk and the police picked them up. I don't know. But there is some stuff that's going down and everybody watching, everybody talking about it. Because this is somebody that may have threw you away. Somebody may have got rid of you. Somebody tossed you to the side, neglected you, abandoned you, you know. But I feel like on the outside, what we're gonna say behind the scenes, people are definitely talking, gossiping, recording things. You know, maybe somebody left somebody. Maybe somebody then threw somebody's stuff outside in the lawn or something. Maybe they got into a fight. Maybe they were trying to stop them from throwing their stuff out. I just feel like it's really bad. Whatever it is, I feel like it's really, really bad. But this could have happened after somebody walked away from you. Yep, somebody got caught cheating. That's why. Uncovering evidence, getting exposed, cheating revealed. Somebody got caught cheating in the background, but I'm hearing this is the life, this is the choice, this is decisions that they have made. This person may have abandoned you or left you for this type of lifestyle with somebody. And so not only somebody got caught cheating, but like I said, maybe somebody was high or drunk in the mix of getting caught cheating. And then the other person probably created a whole mess trying to argue with them, trying to fight them, trying to kick them out. Like I said, maybe somebody ended up going to jail. And I feel like this happened after you walked away. You could be finding out about it, or maybe you just don't know. But let's see. Now, some of my Leos, you could be involved in this. If this is not somebody behind the scenes that walked away from you for this type of lifestyle, you could be in this with somebody. Maybe you caught your person cheating. Maybe they caught you cheating. Maybe you trying to throw their belongings out and maybe they're trying to stop you or vice versa, or maybe somebody went live, whatever the case may be, right? Because some it could have been dragged on to the media. Some of you guys, if this happened publicly, like on your block somewhere, and everybody, like the neighbors, the community came outside because they heard all this ruckus or whatever, and they start recording it, and somebody called the police, like it may have been dragged on to the media. Some of you guys, it could be on the news. I don't know. Ain't no telling how bad it is. Yeah. We got law, strict enforcement, and stability created by the observance and enforcement of the rules set within the community. I don't know why I'm here. Neighborhood watch. Maybe there is neighborhood watch around, but somebody was definitely watching and recording and reporting it to the law. Told you, somebody may have called the police. This could be somebody that got a habit of getting in trouble with the law too, because I'm hearing somebody could be unhinged, like literally. But this was meant to go down this way. This was fated to go down this way. We got assertiveness. Yeah, maybe somebody was forced to get out of somebody's house because somebody didn't want to leave. I'm getting law enforcement came. Like I said, maybe the cops came and somebody was forced out, or maybe somebody had, like, what is it called, a PFA or restraining order against somebody. Maybe they wouldn't leave. Maybe they kept coming back. I don't know. Or somebody feel like they have to get the law involved to get this person to leave them alone or stay away from them. Yeah, this could be somebody that's in a relationship with somebody. We got commitment right here. Like, ooh, we got judging. Yeah, it may get that bad to the point the police gonna get involved. Yeah, somebody gonna have to go to court. Maybe the police could pop up and be like, well, if it's, you may have to get a restraining order or a PFA out on somebody. You have to go to the courthouse. Maybe they could be saying that. Some of you guys, it could have something to do with child support. Maybe somebody wants somebody to take them off child support and the other person refused to. But I'm getting this energy where somebody feel like somebody's not cooperating. Maybe this it's the person that is being it's the person that the police could be approaching and they giving them a hard time or something. Because I feel like at the time maybe somebody don't have the restraining order or PFA out on somebody yet, and they could be telling them like, listen, you're gonna have to do X, Y, and Z if you wanted this person to stay away from you. But somebody ain't cooperating. This is somebody that's unhinged. Like I said, they could be drunk, they could be high, or they just make a lot of bad decisions. They do things impulsively. They just do things. Yeah, could be like a crash out. But I feel like the neighborhood is definitely talking about it and watching it and recording it. Yeah. Somebody facing some type of punishment. And if you the one on the out, if you're not in this situation and you the one that was left, this is the karma that they have to face. Somebody is being taught a lesson. Somebody is facing some form of punishment. So I feel like this could be somebody you no longer long for anymore. If you're the one on the outside looking in, you, we got command right here. Somebody going through a lesson right now. This is a karmic lesson. Let me clarify. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys, you may not even want this person back, whoever this is. Like I said, you could be in this drama, or this could be you on the outside looking in. This could be all going down after somebody walked away from you to have some type of control over you, or like to sit you down, or I don't know. I'm just getting this energy avoiding you, neglecting you, abandoning you. Yeah, somebody, there could be they may have had to go to court. They had to go see the judge, and they could be facing some time in jail, getting punishment, karma, justice. Maybe somebody is being retained or something like that. Yeah, because somebody is, I just keep getting this energy of being unhinged. Like somebody is unhinged, uncontrollable. I feel like somebody losing their mind, to be honest. And they taking it out on others around them. They tripping. They just doing whatever. They just doing the most. Like they don't care about what nobody say. Like I said, they may not even be cooperating with the police or even the person that they got into this drama with. This is somebody that don't hear nothing. I don't know. I'm just getting this energy of somebody being, like I said, I said retained. Somebody's being detained or something. Somebody is being, maybe somebody had like slammed somebody on the ground, cuffed them up or whatever. Maybe it took an army of police to get this person on the ground or listen to them or calm down or something like that. Yeah, this is somebody that rejected you. I told you somebody, they wasn't complying with the police. But them, if this person abandoned you, threw you away like you was trash, because I feel like they did for this person or these people and this lifestyle just to get caught up in some drama. This person purposely rejected you to invest in another situation. But I feel like they rejected somebody valuable. You were the investment. This person rejected somebody that was really worth holding on to. And this is you. But when they rejected this investment, which is you, they started to go through a change, a sudden change. Their decision making about you, it created some type of, I'm hearing ripple effect. It just like, I'm just getting this lightning energy. Like I'm getting a tower, honestly. They rejected somebody valuable. And because of their bad choices, we have it right here in their decisions, right? They're going through massive change right now. Told you with another lover, a mate, or maybe even a roommate. Maybe maybe the roommate that they with. Maybe the roommate kicked them out, or maybe the roommate could be somebody of the same sex, like a friend or a family member. Maybe they pay split bills with, or it could be a lover that they are going at it with. Maybe somebody got caught cheating with their boyfriend or their girlfriend. Maybe somebody's roommate slept with their girlfriend or a boyfriend or something like that. I don't know. If it's not that, it can be a romantic situation. but they rejected somebody valuable, which is you, and now they're going through this type of like huge, massive change. You know, yeah, they could have been in like a situationship with somebody, but there's a breakup. Told you. Like I said, maybe they was roommates and they were sleeping together. I don't know, and something happened, or somebody slept with somebody's like somebody on a roster, or their boyfriend or their girlfriend, but something has ended. Some of you guys, you could have been the one that they had a situationship with, and they abruptly ended it and threw you away, like just like got rid of you, discarded you to have some form of control, to get you to comply when they wanted some. It could be that, like, this is somebody that wanted to have you a certain way. Like, they're the type of person that only want you when they feel like it. If you were the situationship on the outside that they got rid of, they only wanted you when they wanted you, and then they'll go back to somebody else or go deal with other people, and then yeah, I'm just getting this energy where you was like they wanted you to stay put. When they got ready to come back, they was going to come back. But now that situation has ended, you could be moving in silence, and now y'all knew it, and now they're devastated. Yeah, somebody is unhinged. Somebody is having a crash out because you have completely ended it. They didn't think that you were going to, like, mind you, this is somebody that probably abandoned you a lot of the times, neglected you, ignored you, made you feel like you didn't, like you was irrelevant, like you didn't belong. And then it's like once you put your foot down and said, no, I'm not about to go back and forth with you, you don't get to say when you can come back. I just feel like you just got tired of the neglect, the back and forth. Because I feel like this is somebody that was going long periods of time. Some of y'all, this person was going weeks and months at a time. And you like, you know what? It's over. And now they could be devastated about it. Um, that's for somebody. That won't be for everybody. But a lot of y'all, they just completely like ghosted you and chose that toxic lifestyle, and now they got caught up in some drama. But just know that you got somebody going crazy in the background and a lot of shock. They may even lost their job. Somebody could have slept with somebody's with their coworker. That won't be for everybody. Yeah, somebody they work with, maybe they were sleeping with them. Like I said, if it's not somebody they work with, it's a roommate, or it could be a romantic lover that somebody was in a commitment with. But we got that card right there. Dang, this is a lot. This is bad, bad. This is bad. Like I said, some of y'all is making it to social media and maybe even the news if it's that bad. But I feel like it's public for everybody to see, public for everybody to watch. Like, people are watching it, people are recording it because somebody is going crazy. But this is their karma. This is the choice that they decide. This is decisions that they to make to stay where they at and do what they do. Like I said, they probably got caught up and slept with somebody else's woman or man, or just got caught cheating if this is romantic. If they was already in a commitment, because we did have commitment, so this could be going. And you was the one that was discarded. If you the one that was discarded, they definitely got caught in the background with somebody. This is somebody that may have even promised you something that they couldn't fulfill. Yeah, they had you in some form of illusion. This is somebody that made a promise to you and then didn't meet that promise. Yeah, somebody was only doing things for their own satisfaction. Then yeah, and now somebody mad because I feel like somebody may have made a promise to you that they didn't fulfill. Because at the time they was moving selfishly. Yeah, somebody feel like they messed up with you. They feel like you hate them now because you know the tea. I told you, some of you guys know the tea about what's going on, or you, I don't know. Okay, some of you guys secretly know the tea, but they don't know that you know. The rest of you guys, you don't know the tea, and they hate that because of what's going on right now publicly. They feel like they messed up. Wow. This could be somebody that got caught because either physically they got caught with somebody like in the act, or because somebody got an STD. Because I've seen sexual protection reverse. So maybe they was having unprotected sex with somebody, and maybe somebody ended up catching something, and it created a whole brawl. And I'm hearing embarrassment, humiliation, and it's this is huge. But that won't be for everybody. So just take what resonates. Like I said, you could be the one in the mix of this, or this could be you could be on the one on the outside that was discarded, and you could be finding out about it, but you could be keeping it to yourself, or you're going to find out about it eventually. I'm hearing, or maybe you just will never find out about it, and this is just what's happening. But just take what resonates. You was this person's twin flame. If you the one that was discarded, thrown away like trash, you was this person's twin flame because somebody chose a toxic lifestyle over you. This is somebody that had a lot of type of unhealthy addictions, attachments, way of being. They rejected their own twin flame. They pushed you away. Or if this is you, you pushed your twin flame away and chose a toxic lifestyle over your, you know what I'm saying? It can be reversed. Yeah, maybe they blocked you. They stopped you from having access. I don't know, or you probably end up blocking them from everything. But it says protecting your peace digitally. I can't even say it, digitally and emotionally. Sometimes silence is self-respect. So some of you guys, maybe this person did you so bad, hurt you so bad to a point where you just blocked them from everything. You probably didn't even want to watch them. You probably didn't even want to. I'm hearing anymore if you was watching them online or stalking them. But I feel like you're not doing that, or you're not doing it anymore. But some of you guys, they probably blocked you first, and then you probably blocked them from everything else. Or somebody probably made a secret account after they was blocked, and maybe that's how the other person found out about the tea, because they put it on the media. I'm just giving y'all an example. Wow. Now they want to reconcile. Now they want to make amends. Yeah. They rejected somebody valuable that was worth holding on to, somebody that was worth investing into. And now they want to have this heart to heart talk with you and want to rebuild. Some of you guys, you're going to hear from this person. Some of y'all, you're going to hear from them from jail, or when they get out of jail, like make bail, or like I said, after whatever thing resolved, you may end up seeing them or hearing from them. This is somebody that purposely ignored their intuition about you. Wow. This person is drained. It says draining conversations, constant drama. You feel tired after seeing them. Time to pull the plug. Yeah, they devastated because you pulled the plug on them. And I did state that. Some of y'all, you was in a situation with this person, and they made you a promise they did not fulfill. They stayed where they at. The rest of you guys, they were in that situation with somebody, and they got caught up and got caught sleeping with someone, or whatever, or STD, whatever the case may be, or a work affair. Just take what resonate. But they definitely want to make amends because they're tired of the drama. So much has happened behind the scenes. They exhaust themselves. Yeah, this is somebody that probably breadcrumbed you or never even probably really gave you a chance. They just gave you enough to keep you around. It was very inconsistent, or like I said, maybe they wasn't really around all like that. Yeah, they tired of third parties, so much drama. Yeah, this could be somebody that they could have been in a relationship with, or a roommate. Like I said, maybe somebody caught somebody with their lover or their cousin or their friend. Even if they would have like an opposite sex connection with somebody, maybe their lover popped up at their crib and caught them in the act sleeping with, cheating on them, because they probably don't even live together. If this is romantic and they don't live together, maybe they popped up at their house out of the blue and they just crashed out, and maybe there was a lot of like a big brawl, a big fight, but they want to turn their back on a third party. It says someone else in the picture, competition, triangles, interference, not the full story, proceed with caution. Yeah. They want to turn their back on this third party situation, or they just want to leave behind an option and they love her or whatever, right? Look, this is somebody that don't want to be in the mix of no drama. It was reversed, but I turned it up, right? Yes, this is somebody that's drama filled and they want to leave it all behind. They feel like they got a dark cloud over them. But yeah, this is somebody that walked away from the love of their life. You was this person, whether you were a man or a woman. You was this person's twin flame. You are this person's twin flame, if you believe in twin flames. But they felt like they still, had some type of love for you, even though they walked away from you. And ever since then, they just had bad karma. They just had a dark cloud over them, and they've been trapped in a lot of drama, a lot of chaos been following them, or they are the drama. They are. This is some. Listen, this person is their own worst enemy. I'm gonna just be real. This person is their own worst enemy, because we got total drama right here, and then we got drama magnet right here. But this is somebody that's their own worst enemy. They can't. They too stuck in their ways. At the time, they was too set in their ways. It could have been a fixed sign. I'm hearing a Taurus, a Leo, an Aquarius, or a Scorpio. But this is somebody that was definitely set in their ways, very stubborn, very controlling. Nobody can't tell them nothing. They were doing the most, just doing things out of impulse, not really thinking before they act. you know like I said, it probably been times and they were so drunk or so high, they just doing whatever. But yeah, told you again, this person wants to make amends with you. They want to put all the, because ever since they walked away from you, it has been a dark cloud over them. But they want to leave that all behind and wanting a second chance with you. Yeah, you could be single. Some of y'all single and entertaining other lovers behind the scene, or you're seeing someone. But if not, you could just be single. But I'm telling you, this is somebody that discarded you for the toxic lifestyle, because they wasn't ready to change, or they just didn't want to change, or maybe they felt like they didn't have to change for you, or and for themselves. Because like I said, this is somebody that is their own worst enemy. It has nothing to do with you. They are their own worst enemy. But just know that your person wants to turn their back on this other situation in a bit behind the scenes, or their options or whatever, and make amends. Because I feel like ever since you left this person's life, this person just had a dark cloud over them that they've just been in a cycle with for so long with people. And it shocked them because your lack of presence, they just realize it's really over. Told you they was holding on to a toxic relationship. It says toxic relationships can drain your energy and self-worth. Be aware, it's your person. They were still holding on to toxic people, whether it's toxic family, toxic friends, toxic lovers. Like I said, just doing the most. If they was in a relationship with somebody else, they were cheating. Some of you guys, if this is somebody you actually was with and this is your twin flame and they left you for a toxic lifestyle because they didn't want to change, that's them. And now all of a sudden they want to come back. Yeah, this person left you because they didn't want to own up to their own flaws. They didn't want to look at the mirror. You was this person's mirror. You probably called them out on their stuff before, and they couldn't accept the simple fact. They couldn't accept that whatever it is that you were saying to them, they didn't want to look at themselves. They didn't want to acknowledge it. They didn't want to hold accountability for anything. Like I said, this is somebody, they are their own worst enemy. Because they knew whatever you were saying, you were right. Or whatever you have said to them in the past, it was right, or recent past. But all they did was break their own heart and may have broke your heart. But this person does want to come back and heal things with you because they're tired of whatever they got going on in the background. Told you they have a dark cloud following them because they're their own worst enemy. That's why we got illusions. Yeah. Somebody was living in la la land. They was living in fantasy land with holding on to these toxic people, this toxic lifestyle, these toxic relationships, in the background. So people was keeping this person in a state of illusion. It wasn't real. They wasn't see. It's like they was keeping this. They was keeping their mind blurry. Like they was not really looking at the reality of things. They just out here having fun and just doing the most. And those people around them was a distraction, basically. Those toxic bonds, those relationships in the background that they were entertaining, they was all distractions to your person from looking at themselves and seeing a reality of what y'all could have. But just know at this point, your person does thinking about coming back. I told you. Because they, in their mind, some of you guys person think that you have moved on with somebody else. And like I said, some of y'all probably did start talking to new people or a new person. The rest of you guys, you are single. Even if you probably did talk to somebody new, you probably don't talk to them no more. Told you. This is somebody that's still connected to you, even through distance. They think you moved on. And it would break their heart to find out if you had a new person. Told you. If you have a new person, it will break this person's heart, y'all. Look, twin flame at again. I'm twice. I noticed that it's a lot of twin flame connections are like people like the runner is having a wake up call. Yeah. You dating somebody new, it would break their heart because they want you back. You are their wish. They definitely could be manifesting you back. Yeah, this is a very, very much flawed individual. They're not perfect, but yeah, they turn their back on having fun and doing the most. And even if you're not this person's type, they know that because they know they're not perfect. So who is them to even judge you? If anything, this person worse than you. It's their character is really bad. But yeah, this is somebody that is in their head right now, hoping that you're not talking to somebody new. They want to make amends with you. They're devastated. They're drained about the drama behind the scenes. But the thought of you moving on and being with somebody, it will definitely break them down. Very like they already messed up because they in soul shock right now. But if they see or find out you talking to somebody else, it will break this person down, y'all. They want you to come back into their life. Yeah, I told you this is somebody that never stopped loving you. Never. They never the connection was still there even while at a distance. They still felt emotionally connected to you. No matter who was around them, they still had love for you, the one on the outside, which is you. Because they feel like y'all belong together. That's all they do is fantasize about being with you, This is at a distance. This person just fantasizes about being with you, fantasize about everything, about you being with somebody else, hoping that you're not because it will really break them down. Yeah, they feel stuck. This was fated to happen. It took you to walk away and accept this ending to shake this person up and go through this massive crash out in the background. And I feel like the door still could be open, but for some reason they're not making a move. Oh, it's for your spiritual protection. That's why this person is messed up. They are heartbroken. This person needs to heal. Spirit is giving this person okay, so the door still may be open with you right now, even though you're spiritually protected from this person, because Spirit is giving this person the opportunity to grieve. Like I said, they were just in total shock. They didn't know how to handle their emotions behind the scenes. They just crashed out and doing the most. But what Spirit really wants this person to do is, like I said, give them this opportunity to break their heart. Like they got to grieve. They need to cry. You see what I'm saying? If they want you, they have to do the inner work. That's why there's a blockage. You are spiritually protected. Spirit wants this person to do the inner work before they actually try to physically make a move. So just know, out of all of this going on in the background and being unhinged and crashing out and just not complying to the police, whatever they're doing, that is them being in soul shock. They don't know how to handle their emotions. This is somebody that get angry and crash out and throw things and put their hands on people when they in their feelings. But now, like I said, they are forced to sit with themselves in their emotions. Yes, they're thinking about you getting away and being with you and all this other stuff, and they know who you are to them. But the thing is that Spirit is giving them the opportunity to cry, to grieve. And they're just like being stubborn about it. And that's why you're going to continue to be in this spiritual protection right now. Yeah, you're listening to your intuition. You are guided to listen to your intuition. No matter how this person how much they fantasize about you, how they want to make amends with you, the thought of you being with somebody else, whatever. This is somebody that's forced to face themselves. Like I said, they are their own worst enemy. Like it's really going to be hard for this person to change because they're so stubborn. I'm just getting a stubborn energy. I strongly feel like this could be a fixed sign. Look, they're going to eventually get their heart broken. And once they break their heart, there'll be something that to overcome. They'll overcome that. I feel like they are. Told you. I knew it. If they sit with themselves and grieve, they'll be able to overcome this and come back together and heal things with you. They will. But it's up to this person. Some of you guys, they will eventually. I'm not getting no movement right now, but I just felt like there's going to be delays because this person, like I said, is very stubborn. It's stuck in their ways. They don't like to feel, they like to shove it down, like to suppress their emotions, but eventually they will sit and grieve the loss of you and everything that's going on in their life right now before they can actually make a move. So y'all are definitely on the right path right now, Leo, about this person. Okay, let's I want to pull the oracle card or two. Okay, what else? Because I feel like you on point where you at. You ain't got nothing to worry about, you know. But I feel like for them, they need to sit with their feelings and stop and figure out another way to deal with their emotions instead of being a crash out and around here just doing the most and breaking hearts. Because that's what they're doing with somebody or options in the background. There could be like a love triangle going on. Maybe everybody fighting each other. I don't know. I'm getting that though. It has nothing to do with you. But some of you guys, you are in it. If you flip the energy, we got exuberance. I cannot talk. Exuberance, and then we got reflection. So this is somebody that's thinking about all the good times y'all had. When the last time y'all bonded, they were happy. This is somebody that felt like they were happy around you. We got 1235. Somebody could be 35. Somebody's birthday can be on the 12th of a month or in December. Or somebody could be 53 years old or 58 or 38. But this is somebody that wants to connect with you and bring back the old times, the old days between y'all. And that's what they think about. The last time they were happy was when they was around you. I told you it took for you to remove yourself for this person to crash out and have this massive, like, it's kind of like an ego death for real. Like, they, even though it may be taking so long for this person to actually feel, you know, but yeah, this person was too comfortable. Some of you guys, yeah, this person was definitely too comfortable. That's why they walked away. Like I said, they was their own worst enemy. They was stuck in their ways. They didn't want to change, or they just didn't know how or what. But distractions does play a part. Whoever that they are in that environment with, they was keeping them in this state of illusion. Yes, they feel like you was the one that was guided to help them get out of this. They look at you as an angel. They do. They feel like you was meant, they was meant to meet you, especially if this is your twin flame. Because some of y'all, you never even been in a relationship with this person. They probably was with somebody else when you met them. I strongly feel that for the most of y'all. But they think that they was meant to be with you. They feel like they were meant to be with you. Y'all was meant to cross paths, and that's all they think about. Some of you guys person needs your help still. I'm not even gonna lie. This person, they think that you can help them if they're feeling stuck. We got 24 or 42, 35 or 58. But this person think that you was meant to guide them. You was meant to help them. And they do feel like they still need your help. The more they sit and reflect, the more things start to come to the light about you. They look at you as a blessing. They look at you as an angel. I'm telling you, you saved this person. A lot of y'all did save this person. You said something to this person, and then when you realize that this person, you felt like this person wasn't going to change or come back, you just stayed gone. And them going through this storm in the background, it's definitely making them sit and reflect on everything. Yeah, because they knew you was telling the truth, but they chose to ignore it. I told you. Whatever you were saying to this person, it was the honest God truth. Like, it was the truth. They just was too set in their ways. Yeah, you are protected right now from this chaos. You are protected by your angels, your ancestors, from this chaotic situation going on. So this person is too weak right now. They feel like they don't have the strength right now to move forward with you because they may have lost a lot. They may have lost a house, and they trying to figure a way how to, like, repair their life because they want to be happy with you. So that's another reason why things are stagnated right now with this person. They in reflection mode about everything about you. So you're very, very protected. You got the protection card twice. You're protected from this chaotic life that they are in. It's like they forced to sit in it and reflect on everything. Yes, they're going through some karma. But this is what they manifest for themselves. But this, even though this their life is chaotic right now and things are going into flames, they feel like you do play a part in it. And they love you for that. It's like you allowed them to have their space and let go of them, even if it's like you didn't care if you be with them or not after what happened. They respect you even more because you allow them to have their space and go through this, and they know it was meant to go down like that because they look at you as somebody who was very magical. They look at you as somebody who they have a lot of love for, somebody who is solid, even when, like I said, this person didn't give you the love that you felt like you deserved. That's how they look at you, as somebody who is valuable. So I feel like this person could be manifesting you back. It's just not the time right now because things are slow in their life, and they know that. Like I said, they trying to figure out a way how to get out. Their life is all over the place. They trying to get out of it. Like I said, they probably lost their house, lost their relationship. They're in a weak state right now. Healing. They feel guided to heal. Yeah, somebody got kicked out, yo. Yeah, so at this point, they're in the planning stages right now. I'm trying to figure out how can they overcome whatever it is that they got going on in the background before they even try to make a move towards you, because spirit is not going to allow this person in your energy field until they make these changes. It's like they're forced to rebuild themselves back up again after all these losses, after all this drama, all these L's that they took in the background. But I'm going to go ahead and end it right here, Leo. Y'all take care.